What's going on, everybody? It's Crypto Vision here, back again with another crypto market update. I hope you're enjoying today's price action. There's a little bit of green, but I just don't think it's gonna be. I think we're still finding our low, but to show that we're kind of close to our low, I'm going to be going over some Bitcoin dominance and some stablecoin dominance today. So if you like today's video, drop a like, hit that sub button, and leave a comment where you tune in from. I really appreciate it. So we've marked out these two areas of contention that we need. The one area is from the daily chart at this 69197, and the other is at the weekly chart at the 69197. So both 69197s have been pretty key on this area, but I have something else to show you. So if you like today's video, please hit that like button, because this is gonna get a lot of you excited. Alright, so I've just been kind of just doing my own thing, just doing my own research, just kind of diving into the charts last couple hours of yesterday, a little bit today. Just kind of looking at, okay, what are we doing right now? I'm trying to figure out, what are we actually doing in the crypto market as a whole, right? And I think we're gearing up for a really, really, really big wave. I think we're gearing up where, we saw Bitcoin go from 75,000 all the way up to about 125,000. I'm just rounding up a little bit, right? So, that's $50,000. That's almost a 100% move. Primarily Bitcoin, and then Ethereum, right? Ethereum started to catch up and make some moves. I think this next large move is primarily going to be Ethereum, large caps, and altcoins. I think altcoin season is gearing up to start, right? There's a lot of people that have taken profits out of Bitcoin, and I think they're throwing them into this latest correction. So if we're looking at Bitcoin dominance on the weekly chart, right, this looks great, right? We're going down, and we're going down, and we're going down. But this also, if you really look at it, right, look at it at an inverse angle, right? Look at the line of significance that we've drawn. We drew this weeks ago, right? This area where it's sitting right now, green typically for us is bullish above, right? So we're sitting right on the area we want to be bullish. This red area was an area where, okay, let's not close and then reject off of, because it's inversely related, right? This rejecting would be Bitcoin dominance coming back up. Here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. So if we have a clear 1-2 setup, right? 1-2 setup. Clear as day, right? Clear as day. 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. 3, 4. Alright, look at this though. Look at this. Where are we right now? We're at the 786. We cleared above the 786. It's huge. This is huge, right? This is huge. So we cleared above the 786, and we're sitting on it. This is on the weekly chart, ladies and gentlemen. This is so big. Like, you don't understand how big this is, just closing above this while everybody is bearish. Everybody is bearish, and we're just, right, it's the beach ball under the pool analogy, right? You push it down as far as you can, you let it up to relieve some pressure. It's not all the way up at the surface, right? So you're allowed to push, you can push it down just a little bit further than you did before. You keep doing that, right? You keep doing that until at some point you won't be able to stop the ball once it gets to a certain pressure. And so this is huge. So the 1-2 setup, your typical 1-2 setup, your extension for the third wave, the minimum target is the 1618. Minimum target, right? You're really looking for that 2618. 2618. And ladies and gentlemen, this is just, I'm going to mark these out. Alright, we're going to mark these green, because this is money for us, baby. Alright, look at this, right? Look at this. I mean, you really could see a 4272. I mean, that's kind of crazy, if I'm being honest. It's 47. I mean, look at this. Look how it matches up with this retracement, overall retracement from the November low, right? November low of Bitcoin dominance to the high of June or whatever it is, because this is this chart is inversely being read right now. So I mean, that's perfect. I like this 47%. Where are we right now, right? Where are we right now? Again, not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice. This is just me doing TA, and this is what I found. And so if you If you find it useful, if you find it helpful, let me know, right? Let me know. If you don't, if I talk too fast, if I mumble jumble, if you don't understand it, let me know, right? Either way, good, bad, ugly, let me know. If we're right here, minimum target, another 8%, right? Max target, I think, not max, but the target I really think we're going to is 17%, right? What have we done so far? Right? What have we done so far? We've come down 12%, right? 12%. So a move down, and this is when Bitcoin isn't really doing much either. A move down 17%, ladies and gentlemen, would be absolutely incredible. It would be so incredible. I mean, you don't understand what is in store if this happens, okay? And so this is key too, right? We're still, I mean, this on the weekly is so good. We're still, right? We bounced right on this 41.57. We bounced, the last time we bounced, we went up. You see the difference, right? You see the type of structure we're in. We bounced this last time and we slowly, methodically made our way to the overbought zone. Made a lower high, bearish divergence, lower high with the higher high in prices, bearish divergence. And look at this, boom, slam down. Now we're below the 41.57. We're way below the moving average, right? This is your typical, right? We're just correcting slightly. We're cooling off, right? We've come down in 1, 2, 3. This isn't the third wave, I can guarantee you that. This isn't the completed third wave. This is just the third wave can be, you know, prolonged and stretched out, and even if it is the third wave, right? Even if it is the third wave, we're coming down in 5. 1, 2, 3. Okay, where's our 5? We don't have 5 down, right? We need 5 down. We need 5 down 100%. And so we're right. We're below the 786. We are, you know, closing. If we close, especially if we close this week below this, oh my gosh, it's beautiful. So something else I found out, right? So I was going through and I was like, okay, can I make sense of where we're at right now, right? Where are we at right now? And what I did was I actually used both low to highs, and I found, right? I found on the daily, right? So this is just the weekly low to high where we're at for retracement levels, right? We're still below the 618. We've rejected off the 618, right? Typically when you come up, reject off the 786, typically you'd like to try to find your 382, right? We haven't done that. We're finding support at the 618. What does that mean? That's only good things, right? If we have a 1, 2, 3, this could really be a 4. This could be a 4, right? This could be a 4 if we invert it. All right, this could be a 4. Let's see. I just don't. There's no way that this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's no way, because this is too small for a 3. The 1 can't be as big. Yeah, that can't be true. So if we're in a, let's see, we're in a 1, is this the 1, 2? Alright, is that the 1, 2, or is the 1, 2 right here, 1, 2? Let's see this 1, 2. 1, 2. Alright, that's a pretty shallow 1, 2. Any area of significance? I mean, yeah, we bounced off that 618. 786, got above it, got below it, so we could be in a 1, 2, 3. It's just not impulsive. It's not impulsive at all. So you know, theoretically, you know, if we are in a 1, 2, we still haven't even got close to the 1618. Not even close. Even if this is the 1, 2 up through here. Alright, 1, 2. Let's just say this is your 1, 2. Where's your 1618? I mean, that just pushes it even further, right? So if we're using this as your 1, 2 on the weekly, right? On the weekly time frame. So it could change a little bit on the daily, but right on the weekly time frame, you're sitting right above the 618, finding support here, right? Because this could be your 1, 2, 3. It just doesn't look that strong, right? We didn't even get to the 1618. So this could be your 3, your overall 3, and then let me see here. All right, back almost for a double bottom. We are at that 1272. We're finding resistance right at that 1272 or support. I would say resistance because we want to be bearish on this, but we still haven't reached this 1618 or this 2272 2618. And so overall, right, I mean we are bouncing off we're kind of rejecting and getting support off the 20, right? This looks really good if you're looking for a chart to go up, right, or in this direction. If you're looking for a chart to go this direction, right? That was a terrible drawing. Oh gosh. All right, disregard that. So some key areas, right? Key areas that we're thinking of: money, like money zone, right? Money zone. It's definitely this, right? That's definitely the area that we want to see, right? That's definitely the area that we want to see us close above. What is this area? I have to find it, right? I have to find it. But yeah, that's the area we need to kind of find, right? So I'll leave that 2619. I don't know what this is. If I can re-find it, it's not a big deal. Okay, but that's not even the nugget yet, ladies and gentlemen. This is what I found. So yesterday I was saying, hey, if we close above 613, you know, I'm gonna be nervous, right? I'm gonna be a little bit nervous. But this is what I found actually. I kept looking and looking. And yeah, this is definitely bullish in the sense that we just V-shaped out of here. But we are finding resistance at the 1, and look at how, right, we've respected this also, this retracement level, right? We've respected this retracement level where you rejected off the 236, came back down to that 786 area, and then slowly built up. Once we closed above the 618, we had a wick where we confirmed our support for this. And so, all right, we still have a lower high. Almost, right? What is that? What? 624, 637, 624, 624. Let me do this actually. I like this instead. Something like that right there. So yeah, I'm gonna make this one red. This actually needs to be red. These ones down here need to be green because this is our money zone down here for sure. This is our money zone. Okay, so came up, just touched that. We're closing below we're kind of rejecting the 1 again, right? We came up, rejected it again. And so where did we do that last? Wait, did I just move that? Yes, I did. Where did we do that last? We did that up through here. We rejected the 1, came down, and then we tried to get above it, and we just couldn't, and then we rejected everything else. So yeah, so let's, and guess what else it does? It allows so this stochastic now, this 20 is pointed up. So now when we really drop, right, now these things are just going to plummet down. And so we're still below the 1, we're still below the 2, which is great for us. I'll go over some Bitcoin today. I mean, look at this for retracement levels, right? We've come down, we've touched the 1272, right? I said, hey, we could come down to this 108 level, and we came down to 108 670, and what we mark 108.69, so off by $500. It's pretty close, right? Pretty close. Are we done though? That's the thing. Are we done? I just don't know. I don't know. This 200-day EMA is right at this 1618 of this overall retracement level, where you would still have a higher low. This is why I believe that alts, that we could go lower, right? This is really why I believe that we could go lower. Right, we need to get above. That's where we need to get above Bitcoin to be bullish again. And then down through here, man, ladies and gentlemen, I just think, right? I mean, you don't just come down, you don't just do this, right? You don't just come up, to the 1272. I mean, you can. That is bullish, where you're just getting slammed down one more time, but you're rejecting off the 100. And so if this was, let's do this, let's get this out of here, right? If we're looking at this, right, this looks, I mean, that kind of looks bearish. I'm not gonna lie, that looks pretty bearish if you're looking at a movement to the downside, like if we were gonna look up one to the upside. All right, where are we right now? We're sitting right at that 113. Wicked above the 1272, have not closed above it. Let's see, right, that 1618. All right, something right through here. I mean, because we already hit that, we already hit the 108, so I don't need to leave the mark at 108, right? I don't need to, we already hit that mark, right? So not moving the goalpost, not cherry picking or doing anything. We already hit it, right? I was off by $500. Sorry, right? I can't be perfect, but we were pretty close, right? You know, these are the next areas, right? Next areas, this 106 to 104. You'd still have a higher low. You would complete your 1, 2. I mean, is this a 1, 2, 3? Are we in a 4 and then a 5? Do we get up to the 5th? All right, do we do that? All right, low to high. I mean, if this is done, right? Where's I just don't see us. I don't see us going down this low. That's just crazy work. To 95,000. Nah, I don't see us going down to 95,000. No, I don't see us going to 95,000 because we would have a lower low. Yeah. So, yeah. So these are the levels, I think, you know, for Bitcoin, right? We slammed down. We had a nice little, you know, pattern going. Slammed down. Just absolutely just obliterated it. On the weekly, you know, we are getting close to that, you know, 108 area that we had marked. We did mark that area. You know, I could leave it on if you'd like, right? I could leave it on if you'd like. Where did we? What, the 108.556, this area too. This was it. Because this got to 108, like 108.69 or something like that. Yeah, 108.670. Oh, we were at 108. That did hit the 102.72 exactly. I think we were at 108. Like, I think we were down here, like right there. So I can leave that up for you guys, right? Leave it up for you guys. We were a little bit off, but you know, these are areas that, you know, areas of interest. I don't have any skin in the game in Bitcoin, right? I'm not invested in Bitcoin, but you know, and I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice. This is just, you know, these are just areas that, you know, we need. So these are the lower areas. This is the area you need to get above, and these are the price targets. With the trend line being, you know, I'm thinking once you hit this trend line again, the altcoin season is over. So we'll see. Not altcoin season over. Sorry. I think the bull run, unless you come up and like close above it, then we could be talking something else. But yeah, this 145, people are saying it's 200, 250,000. I don't know about that. We'll see how we interact with this trend line. RSI looks bearish. Looks bearish for sure. We got lower lows. Let me see what about our price? So close 112, yeah, 110, 112, 112.856, 112. I mean, we did have a lower high on RSI with a higher high in price. So they faked, market makers faked out a lot of people. We're still way below the 60 level. Yeah, Bitcoin is far from being out of this correction phase. So overall though, you know, that's what I got for today. Ooh, my QSI play is doing pretty well. I like that, $1.17. So yeah, so if you, if like I said, if you have anything else you want to add, leave it in the comments. I appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate it. I really, you know, I'm thankful for, you know, your views, your comments, your feedback, anything that you got. If you have, you know, if you have other altcoins that you want me to cover, I can do that. You know, give you some levels. Even if I don't have any skin in the game, I'm down to do that. So just drop a comment. If you like today's video, leave a like and hit that sub button. I really appreciate you stopping by, and have a great rest of your week. Appreciate it. Later. Peace.